In feudal Japan, the katana was used by samurai. From Koto to Gendaito, the katana was a sign of a serious warrior, a sign of pride for one's culture and ability, something not to be taken for granted. Warriors like Miyamoto Musashi has used them, and they're among the finest bladed weaponry in the world and militaries according to many historians. The warrior wielding the weapon can often be an all-or-nothing type, someone who has status among his colleagues, someone who will fight the enemy to the death often. Soldiers and demos can duel with katanas for a one-hit kill, the Half-Zatoichi. The Half-Zatoichi is a dual-class weapon, one of a couple between Demoman and Soldier that can be used to duel, even if one of them may have a bit of an upper hand, but we'll get to that. My name's Cody, and I'm here to ask one simple question and hopefully get one simple answer. How bad could it be? If you like what I do, please consider subscribing, becoming a channel member, or a patron. It really helps me grow, and it helps me a lot, and it helps other people see what I'm doing. Thank you, and on to the video. To address the elephant in the room, no, he's not here this week, it's just me, but I'm sure that'll do just fine, as if I lose, I won't come back at all. The Shogun pack was one of many cross-promotional packs released for TF2 for another game. Total War Shogun 2 was released onto Steam on March 15th, 2011, and anyone who purchased the game before then would receive all of the weapons and some hats in genuine quality. The weapon in its initial form gave full health on kill, and once it was drawn, you could not put it back at all until you got a kill with it. And if you encountered a demo or a soldier holding it, you could one-hit kill them, but watch out because they could do the same to you as well. The weapon itself was definitely sort of a gimmick then. I mean, I can't think of any practical use this weapon could have other than just getting health back for the kill. Soldier could barely have made any use with it at all given his slow speed, and Demo may have been able to make better use with it using one of his many shields. Shield. The Demo Knight only had the charge and targe at the time, so he could have really only used that, but this was then. Where is the now? Well, the Half-Zatoichi has only had one major rework during the Tough Break update that changed the weapon to be considered a sword. It reworked the honor-bound attribute and the health restoration to leave it at give 50% of your base health on kill. It is honor-bound, which means that once drawn, sheathing it without having killed another player will deal 50 damage. It has no random critical hits, and the weapon is drawn and holstered 75% slower. The Half-Zatoichi is based off of several influences, such as Zatoichi, a blind swordsman who is particularly skilled with the katana, and was the star of over 26 films and a 100-episode television series spanning from 1962 to 1989. One of the films was remade for US audiences as a 2003 movie, which was awarded the Venice Film Festival's Silver Lion for Best Direction, and a stage adaptation was made in 2007 with a home version being released in 2008. Its honor-bound attribute is accredited to the legend of Muramasa, a master swordsmith who made swords so powerful that they were unable to be returned to the scabbard until it has drawn blood, even bringing its users to completely wound or kill themselves to do so. Sound familiar? And as much as I'd like to speak on my fascination with Miyamoto Musashi here, he's not relevant, but if you would like to know more, search his name up. He's a very interesting character. The issue with the Half-Zatoichi is that there is a very clear favoritism toward a subclass who specializes in melee combat as opposed to the soldier, whose melee options are typically reserved for speed or last stands. Soldier is a class that shines mostly in mid to close quarters with his ranged options. Rocket launchers and shotguns are his forte, but melee combat is usually considered one of his weakest points. It's why his biggest choices are used for utilities, like deal less damage but run faster with a partner, or take more damage but run faster the more you are damaged. On the reverse hand, his biggest melee combat weapons are often overlooked for being too situational or needing a level of skill that's hard to utilize. In short, melee combat as Soldier sucks. No sword range or extra health on kill can make up for that. It helps, but it's certainly not going to do a 180 on the dreadful situation that you're in. The weapon is purely a cosmetic gimmick for the Soldier to use against other demos or soldiers using it, which feels like it's a never-seen occurrence these days. At least when I was recording, I never ran into an enemy using this thing, period. I had some people on my own team using it, but never anyone on the enemy team. It's just not useful for this Patriot. Demoman, on the other hand, is considered a high-tier melee class, given there's a whole subclass you can utilize, and if I'm being honest with you, I'll probably always prefer the Eyelander. It's what I know, it's what I'm decent at, but it's a matter of long-term versus short-term gameplay. Half-Zatoichi paired with the right shield and the booties, or the bootlegger, can be a pretty good get-in, get-health, get-out playstyle, and if you die, you lose nothing but some time. Whereas the Eyelander relies on longer kill streaks, and starting over can be a detriment and sometimes more difficult than when you started at the beginning of the match. Even then, I could argue that the Persian Persuader or the Cladheem is a better short-term solution. This keeps you moving and charging, and this does the same with a longer range, and many of its vulnerabilities can almost be cancelled out by the right shield. There are some side notes here. This isn't listed on the card anywhere, but you can get up to your class's standard amount of overheal when using the Half-Zatoichi, which I was unaware of. It might show how much I actually play melee combat, but you can get overheal if you kill someone at full health or close to full health. Also, keep in mind that you will lose 50 HP if you sheathe without a kill under your belt. A few times I did have a situation where I accidentally pulled it out, only to have to sheathe it to get killed soon after. However, you'll never be able to put it away if the minus 50 HP will kill you. So if you're in a situation where you need to fight to live, you better get real good, real fast. I personally prefer to just sacrifice myself for a pick on a medic or a sniper, as I found the Splendid Screen to be my best option and was unable to turn practically at all, which is out of my comfort zone, but do give it a try, you know. Nothing wrong with killing yourself for a greater cause. Don't take that out of context. The Half-Zatoichi is a weapon that is either fairly decent or terrible depending on your class, and choosing where and when to properly use it can be tough for the classes that can use it. It's not completely balanced for usefulness on both, but that doesn't make it useless on either. Just a more inferior option for Soldier, and a more than decent pick for Demo Knight. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. It's, and I'm sure it would still make Masashi proud.
Damn, looks like Edwin won. Kinda sus.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that little Edwin, Edwin's gonna win. And he ain't got nothing on the little Mr. Pop Top. Yeah, brother. Edwin. Yeah, brother. Yeah, you gonna win. You gonna clean up. You gonna clean house.
Oh, yeah! Edwin beat some ass, brother! Boo! Edwin, I got you the robot because you won, and it's your birthday. Keep on winning, Edwin. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, laddie, I cannot believe Edwin beat him with that fucking shillelagh and just fucking won. How he just beat his Irish? Edwin just ran. Cha, brah! Edwin, totally was gnarly with that win, yeah.
Well. It looks like Edwin shot down that gunman and won that duel.
Oh my god, Edwin's so, handsome with, his muscles and the way he won. Oh my god.
You come to me on the day without his wedding, Edwin. You told me that you won. Well, goddamn. I guess the only two hands here ain't gonna have to take you back.